Hello, friends. Welcome. I'm Arthur Perkins. This is APGamingREAL. I decided to change the overlays again, and it will continue to evolve at high speed. That's it. We're on episode something of this show. Who can even keep track anymore?
YouTube.
It's 18 or 19, something like that.
Yeah, it's a number. Dave, how's your week been?
Yo, pretty good. I was just explaining to everyone that I've been doing business things. I won't repeat them here because that would be illegal. But hey everyone, welcome back. I'm excited to play. We haven't got a lot of time today. I think we're doing a half episode or something.
We're doing a half episode, yeah.
So I'll keep it short and sweet. Twitch Prime, use them right now on this channel. That's me.
Drumurboy, you're the person who inspired me to make new overlays and get shit that's less than 4 years old.
Yeah, it's from a company called Nerd or Die. If you're a streamer and you want some like pretty cool overlays on the cheap, then you can check them out. I also do sound design for them, so.
I've bought overlay for stream thing. Very nice resources, all good. Like you get everything, so it's really good quality.
And there's an update for the voice pack that I did coming out relatively soon. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of proud of. So we'll go for that. That'll be free, by the way. So
cool.
Nice.
Atomikspoon, you're the one that made this wonderful map update where you took my shitty hand-drawn map and turned it into a less shitty, not hand-drawn map.
Still a shitty map. Just
whoa! I didn't say it wasn't a shitty map. I just said it was less shitty. Don't get too excited.
But yeah, no. I mean, I've been messing around with that, so I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah, let's go on. I play games. I'm here. Let's play some more games. Nothing interesting's been going on, so I got nothing.
If you're watching live, D&D Beyond's extension is active. And the only character who's been set up is Agram Iron Fury. So you can just look at Atomikspoon's character and that's it. That's the only one who cared.
Oh, we had to do something? Sorry.
I did it for a test, so to make sure it was working.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, you can go on Twitch, mouse over, and then click on that D&D Beyond button.
It's weird that you can't, like, I don't know, tie it into something that's actually useful to use on the stream as well. No.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what that means.
Like Roll20, like tie it into that shit, you know?
People get to see his weapons and
I think it's pretty useful.
His core stats. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Attuned items. Yeah, nice.
You really have 58 hit points?
I'll do it right now, Arthur. How do I set that up?
Well, I put a link in the Discord chat.
All right, I'll find it. And then
you go to that campaign and set up a character there. You know, speaking of people that I try to shame live on stream, let's talk to Spootnik 71.
It's very easy to shame me. That's all I've got.
That's it.
Play the Division 2.
Don't kink shame.
Yeah, it's good.
If you kink
shaming is my kink.
Yeah, is that like a weird paradoxical cycle?
Yes.
Anyway, let's fight some friggin' halflings.
Are you doing all right, Arthur?
Look, man. At the end of the last episode, I was like, everything is pain. And I don't know that people know this, but occasionally I take jokes way too far. But right now, actually, I super hurt my knee today. It is horrendous. The pain is incredible, and I just want to go to sleep. Other than that, I'm doing great, though.
Well, we'll keep it breezy, cheesy.
Excellent. That's good, because I'm got, like, the wonders of mixing chocolate rum, but that is too shiny, with NSAIDs. You know, the thing the doctor says don't do.
Oh, nice.
Exactly.
Arthur, send me a picture of Kelly. Like,
oh, that's amateur shit, AP.
Send me a picture of Kelly. All right, I'll. That's amateur. Jesus.
You know those big bold words on the painkiller do not take with alcohol?
Yeah, exactly.
We did that, and then we're playing D&D. Let's do it.
Oh, it's not like I'm totally wasted, guys. Come on now. Picture of Agrim. All right, we'll get that really cool Raddosaurus picture because that's also what I
Yeah,
put
that's
on
what I
the
was
stream.
thinking. And then it's all consistent too, you know?
Yeah, it was Agrim. That's not who you are. Your character's
Yeah.
name is not Agrim. It's also not Finley or Daka.
It's true.
It's Kelly. It's a girl's name.
Here's the thing, though. There's so many photos here, and Kelly is so much farther down. Like, Agrim, Daka, and Finley are all at the top of the list, and Kelly's like 75% of the way down.
I've been saying that for months.
Yeah.
We are
I
at the
think
top.
mine was like first or
That's
whatever.
not...
Kelly's definitely a bottom.
Kelly's definitely a weather girl. Now to Kelly with the weather.
It's gonna rain.
Thanks, Kelly.
It's hot.
It's hot as fuck.
It feels like it's subjective, of course, so who knows what it could feel like. Do we want to talk about Captain Marvel or recent events or anything like that, or we just want to get on with the halfling slaughter?
Yeah, let's just get on with the slaughter.
My god, a 6-minute and 20-second intro. In case you skipped introductions, it's going to be a half episode. That's why we're rushing through everything.
In celebration of a short intro, let me read the first 10 chapters of the Silmarillion. Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Smash that like button and hit subscribe. And don't forget to Witch Prime while you Twitch Prime. Head on over to witchprime.com/APWarlockingREAL.
Dang, Tolkien's really with it.
Yeah, I know. He's so woke right now. Speaking of things that are woke, I actually really do like that transition. Kelly, you're up.
Yeah.
You're being shot by a bunch of halfling bandits in a canyon.
Shit, and by the way, that fucking transition to the map screen, I just saw it. Was
Saw it? Yeah, I know. It looks good, right?
You mean it's hot fire?
Yeah, it
was
is hot fire.
It's lit
Holy
even.
shit.
That's some nerd or die
so-
right there. You know, you just
Alright,
give
let's
them
take
some
a
of
look.
this and you get some of that.
I can move 60 feet, yeah?
If you dash, that's true.
No,
Don't
I
forget
wanna
that
just
these are
double check.
difficult terrain to run up the side.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. When you hit a creature with okay, command strike, maneuvering attack. Okay. Alright, I can't do anything really. But I would like to, as I'm running, scream really loud to see if I can grab the attention of some of these goop of gums over here.
Okay. I mean, you've already got
Um,
all the attention of the southern goopy gums.
That's fine.
They've been
So-
big gunning for you.
Is it because this is hard to tell because there's like I assume this space here that I'm at right now is not tough terrain.
That's correct.
right?
The gray areas will be.
Okay, so anything the gray area touch is the
Indeed.
area that we own, Simba. So I can go there at the end of my turn for 5 foot, and then 15. Oh yeah, I'm right up in their face, big time.
Why are you trying to be all up on them like that? All up on them like that? Yeah.
Because I got to make sure that my little boy don't get no stabberooned, you know.
I don't know if it's just for me, but the initiative tracker's not up.
It's up for me.
Yeah, it is. You can just open
It's
it.
not
You
for
just
me.
hit the. There's a button you hit, and you just bring it up. It's good.
I really hope this doesn't erase it. All right, I'm gonna close it and open it again. If it erases, it's entirely your fault. And we're good.
It didn't open for me. Oh,
There it
there it
is.
is. Cool.
Agrim, you're up.
All right. Oh boy. Okay.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right. All right.
Take out both short swords, spin in a circle, kill everything.
Fuck you, kneecaps.
Agrim's like, all right, look, I'm converting back to 3.5. I've got cleave and great cleave.
I'm gonna roll out some
Extended critical.
power attack.
Oh my god, power attack.
I like to buy in my microtransaction helicopter and just
I was about to be like, wait, Agrim, where are you? And then I realized you're completely fucking surrounded.
Yeah, this thing doesn't let me out of second class. This is dumb.
Summons Laser Eyes Gold Dragon.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to use. Actually, I can just shoot melee because I don't take disadvantage.
But what are you saying you can't add a second class? You should be. Are you talking about
Yeah,
D&D
I was-
Beyond?
Yeah, no, there's a way to
Yeah.
multi-class.
You can absolutely do it.
Oh no, it's weird because it does class first, and then you can add a second class, but you have to go and add your ability scores first.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really fun.
I had I'm trying to remember which of these guys I had Hunter's Mark on.
I don't think you had Hunter's Mark on any of them.
Because I had it on the leader, and then I shot him in the face, he died, and then I
Yes.
moved it, and then it was the next turn. So it went to somebody.
I think it went to the guy next to me.
Oh, did I?
No. On him.
That sounds about right. All right, anyway, all right, I'm gonna shoot the guy. I'm gonna shoot this guy. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah. Let me bring this up. Shoot him in the face.
Nope.
Nope. Well, I get another shot.
Even with your marksman ability,
yeah.
you are still being threatened on all sides by a pack of wild halflings. Their small stabbing swords has you just like tumbling on the mountain cliffside.
Your ankles just hurt so much.
Yeah,
There's
I
so many
know.
teeth in them.
It's rough. It's rough. Got anything else?
Nah.
I don't know. I don't know if you can like action surge, or because you're a ranger, maybe you just everything around you explodes. Flowers begin popping from their mouths.
Get that hellish rebuke going. Oh, wait a minute.
A giant bear appears. Okay, let's talk about what happens now. What comes next? That's 10 feet. That's 15 feet. So this guy's gonna need to dash to get around Kelly. All right, Kelly, you are taking. Let's see. These guys still think Finley is on their side. Wow, is Kelly really
That's
gonna...
correct.
Daka, you're
accidentally
no
shot
longer
a
hidden,
dude in the
correct,
face.
Daka?
No,
he did a
I
shuffle.
shot last turn.
Oh, I thought you did a shuffle backwards so that you would.
Yeah, he hasn't been found yet.
Well, all right.
the-
Then Kelly's taking 15 hits.
Yep. They also have to hit a natural 20 to hit me though.
Did
That's
they don't see me when I shoot at them? Because I shot them.
I mean,
One
everybody
hit.
here is saying, here we
That's
go.
Great.
I mean, if you attacked, yeah, I guess, but I thought you didn't attack. I thought you just moved back.
No, I used Hail of Thorns and then I attacked because I got.
Well, it's too late. Everybody shot at Kelly. It's
There you
fucking real in here. It's the realistic.
I'm a
could be.
big half orc in full plate with a flaming sword screaming at them. Yes. Makes sense.
It just runs up and just like 15 arrows.
I'm getting, what is it, Boromir?
Yeah, that's what I like to call it. All right.
So that's one hit in there.
There is all the arrows are just like slamming into the side of your armor, and then one of them donks you on the head. And there's
it's like that SWAT guy running through the rose bushes in Die Hard, you know?
2d8 plus 1 for a bow? What the fuck?
It's a crit. It was a crit. So.
crit.
Oh, I see.
So you need to make a Constitution saving throw in order to hold on to your
What? That
for
doesn't
your
make
spell.
sense. Is that really a concentration spell?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me look.
Isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
You
Oh, no,
cast-
it is. Conk.
yeah.
Conk? Is that it? Conk. Yeah.
Yeah, concentration.
Okay. So what do I need to do to make that roll?
You need to make a Constitution saving throw and defeat a 10, or half the damage, whichever is higher.
Sorry, my alarm for this game is going off because, you know, we had to start an hour earlier in European time, so...
I know.
Okay, so con save DC 10?
DC 10.
Roger.
Okay. You hold concentration. Another
Hold
wave
my-
of 4 arrows slams into you, but your armor continues to hold.
It does.
It's your boy Agrim. He's about to take 8 attacks. What's
You
your
got this.
What's your AC, Agrim?
17.
1, 2
One
attacks.
hit.
It's just like last time. You take 8 points of damage. The halflings on all side of you are like rolling towards you, getting stabs in, and you just keep step back, side shuffle, barrel roll. You do that thing from Dark Souls where your whole body rolls forward and then you roll backwards.
Fat roll?
But at some point, someone like stabs your cloak down, and you have to like jerk the sword away from it, and then you
And,
get
like,
2 small shivs.
those gymnastics like flips, kick the ground like spin flip, but you're in one spot.
Finley, the guy that's standing next to you pulls the flare out of the side of his face. And it's just like, I gotta see if there's an emergency one, a second one. And he goes over to the body of the leader. It's your turn.
So I kind of want to do, you know, in Saving Private Ryan, kind of like at the end of the movie when the guy runs into the German guy on the stairs. He's like, shh, shh, and he like shoves the knife into him.
Yeah.
I want to do that with both of my daggers, but I want it to be a killing blow.
Go ahead and make the attack. We'll see if you can killing blow it. If you fail to kill him with this offhand attack, he will definitely shout.
Okay.
And during the attack, you'll still have to make a deception check to see if you can hide this.
Do you get...
Okay. All right, so do you want me to roll the attacks first? Or
yes, roll the attacks first.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Ooh. I mean, you better hit real hard with the second one.
Oh, boy.
That does hit for only 4 points of damage.
So now deception?
I will allow you to sneak attack him.
Ooh.
He is not expecting your sudden betrayal.
So sneak attack,
inevitable betrayal.
So that's 2.
I mean, it wouldn't. If it was inevitable, this guy would have foreseen it.
Roll 2.
This guy goes past you. You make a swipe with your left hand. He turns slightly, and he's just like, "What?" And you fucking Caesar him in the gut, and he's like, "What?"
So that's 10 damage.
It's still not enough to kill him.
God damn it!
So he's got his hands on your shoulders. Deception. Brother, why would you? And then he shouts out, he's like, oh no, deception isn't gonna work here. This guy's lit. You might fool the other people for like a half second, but this guy's gonna be like, traitor! And it's gonna echo through the canyon like 15 times. Traitor, traitor, traitor.
I like the idea that you know how you fart in class, but you cough? You could just do something over the top.
No.
You could just yell out freedom.
No. Yes, I do trade from time to time in goods and services.
I work for Bellathor, the general goods store.
Oh, DACA.
I'm a member of the Traders Guild.
I'm on rough terrain, yeah?
Yes.
So what does that? Cut my move in half?
Half.
Fuck. Fuck. Well, fuck it. I'll just stay where I'm at.
DACA.
Why didn't I use my rapier? I'm a fucking idiot.
We hail the horns again. And then I'm going to attack.
Pretty sure rapiers, you can't do double attacks with them.
No, you can. You can offhand attack with the other weapon.
I could have offhanded with my dagger, and the rapier does 1d8 damage.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You attack with one, but you offhand with a dagger. Yeah, that's cool.
That's fine.
All right.
Whatever.
So attacking this man with a Hail of Thorns active.
Understood.
22 for
That will
9.
hit.
Okay. Hail of Thorns don't be bad. It's also a dex save.
Egram will be caught in this, correct?
Yep. 5 damage to anyone in 5 feet.
Nice.
Yeah. Agram's passed. And 2 of those pass.
So what do you take? 2?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know Agram is friggin' HP farm, so take it.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, he's still got like 50 HP.
I love every time somebody goes, yeah, he's an HP farm. It's because I'm being shot at by like 30 guys. I got like 20 arrows. Like, no, I'm really okay.
Hold up a minute. How many attacks did I take last round, AP? Can you remind me real quick, please?
Hold up a minute.
1.
Was it 15? You're right, it was.
How many of them damaged you?
Because I'm wearing the correct attire for such an attack? Yes.
Guess what? Guess who's not wearing the correct attire for such an attack? This guy.
Because you choose to wear the shit armor.
Because I'm a fucking ranger.
So, DACA, you wait for the perfect moment that Agram's out of the way. The halfling that's in close to you is distracted. You hit the guy on the far side. Thorns go in every direction. All the halflings are like, ah, and roll sideways. It's, sort of comical and cute. You know, they roll along on their stomachs. They use the roll to like get themselves back up. Some of them,
thorns.
some of them, their shirts are shredded. Others block most of the attack with their swords. And now everybody's back up. Anything else you got to do?
I can horde breaker. Who looks the most damaged out of the ones that I hit?
I mean, they all look fairly damaged.
There's a couple of them that didn't get hit by the hail of thorns, though.
I mean, I would say get the ones that are not in between Kelly and I, and just because, you know.
Yeah, you can probably take care of those. All right, top man.
Okay.
11 for 10.
You go to hit, and you've seen people practicing this before because it's so nearly impossible to pull off. This guy staggers to his feet and at the last second bats your arrow out of the way with his sword. And he's just like, oh shit, I can't believe that worked.
When you shoot enough arrows at someone, he's bound to deflect one of them.
And then I'll move backwards this way. Because I'm not engaged in combat.
That's true, but I want to remind you that it's difficult terrain.
And that's 3 spaces, right?
I thought it was 4 spaces.
Okay.
Right? Yes. I think that is correct.
Cool.
Kelly.
Yeah, okay. Time to... Now, the sword is already on fire. So that does what? An extra 2d6 damage? Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. I got some sweet moves I can do.
No.
As
You think so?
I do. I have the fighter thingies. Okay, Commander Strike.
I'm sure you don't want to just make an attack, then use your cleric ability to make another attack, then action surge and do it all again.
Sure. I mean, that sounds like fun. I can do that. Let me ask you this, Agam. Do you want to maneuver out of that position where you're in right now? Like, do you want to come put your back to me or something?
I mean, yeah, that'd be fine.
Because so basically, when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can expend one superiority die to maneuver one of your comrades into a more advantageous position. And then I add a D8, or is it D8?
Yeah, it's D8.
So I add a D8 to the damage roll that I do. That creature can use its reaction. Have you used that yet?
Nope.
Okay. To move half its speed. So, wow, actually, you wouldn't be able to move anywhere.
Yeah, because it would be half of half.
So you could go 10 foot, I guess, which would allow you to.
You can make one step.
Yeah, when plus, yeah. Plus, you can't even.
Why do you have to be so short? Anyway, okay.
I have 30-foot movement. What the fuck?
I know. I'm just giving you shit. Chill.
What you can also do is you could also Commander Strike Finley, and he can get another attack and shank that motherfucker before he fires off without a flare.
I don't think I can Commander Strike someone so far away.
Choose a friendly creature you can see or hear.
Oh!
I mean, if he screams loud enough, I can hear him, I guess.
I mean, you can see him though. That's the important thing. You can physically see him, which is.
Oh, I can. Okay.
I mean, it's a canyon, so you guys are on opposite sides.
Yeah, but he's already screamed out traitor, right? So.
So yeah, you know where I am. That's fine.
What I'm saying is, like, it's.
But if I kill him, I'm their god now.
No.
All right, we'll see how we go.
I'm sorry, this isn't Riddick. We don't play by those rules.
What, prison rules?
I like keeping what I kill, though.
That one.
There can only be one, but there's more than 20 of them.
Who are you stabbing?
I'll probably try and close the gap between myself and Agrim first. So probably this goober. No, this goober right here.
Okay.
Well, if you get the guy to the north of you, he's already taken damage from the Hail of Thorns.
You stab him, he dies.
Okay, so I don't need to roll a 2d6 then? Got it.
Nope.
All right, now, sorry, I'm just, it's been a hell of a time. I can use my cleric thing to attack again, yes?
Yes, one attack.
One attack. I will do that. It's,
Call upon the power of the God of War. Yeah. Suddenly lash out with another attack with an overhand.
Okay.
Who's your next target?
The one here.
Okay. Yeah.
Jesus.
You fucking slice through that guy, your sword gets stuck about halfway through his chest cavity, and you can just smell the roasting meat as this guy's heart is just like on fire. You pull the sword out by putting your boot on his chest.
He's got a bit of heartburn, you know what I'm saying?
No, just no.
That's what we'd like to call a quarterling.
So, oh wow.
This show is awful. You guys are terrible.
I basically, I'm gonna go here. So I'll take 4 attacks of opportunity. That's no problem.
Okay.
And as I move, I'll say that, you know, wow, 1 hit me. That's crazy. Well, I guess you roll enough die, you'll hit a D20. You hit a natural 20 eventually.
You take a hit for 6, and you need to make a concentration check.
Ah,
So you start making a one-liner, and one of the guys stabs you in the back, and you feel your armor plates.
Yeah, whatever. The fucking whatever. And I
He's hanging in there as you're doing your quip. He's like, ah, die, die! And the knife falls out.
You all face off right now against a warrior of Guzengoth. I hope you're prepared to meet your maker, because you're going to meet mine as well.
Did you mean Goose and Guz? Guz at the end? Do you not know how to pronounce your own god's name?
I literally pull out the sword and the guy's heart's still attached to it. And I just flick it off. I don't even respond to him. So the first attack was 7, yes, right, Arthur? That hit me before? 7 and 6, yeah?
Is it good?
So yeah, you took 7 and 6 so far, yes.
All right, that's enough for my bonus action to roll on my second win. Wait, is it fighter level? It's D10 plus your fighter level, yeah?
It's
Yes,
D10. It's either D10 plus fighter or D10 plus con.
Second
No,
wind
it's
is
fighter.
D10 plus fighter.
Okay.
Okay. So D10 plus 3. Roger. D10 plus 3. This could be better, but you know, I'll take it.
Just real quick, your War Priest requires you to use your bonus action, so you don't have a spare one.
Oh, it does?
That's what that extra attack was a bonus action.
Neato. Okay, well, consider me 5 less than.
Okay.
So I'll just take that off.
Agrim.
All right. I'm going to draw my short swords here.
That is not
Soon.
surviving.
And start shanking bitches. So I'm gonna attack this guy right here. Yeah, that guy.
You're still in Chronicles of Riddick mode, so you drop down into a crouch stance. You hold your short swords out like they're fist daggers, and then you spin in a circle, and then 8 guys go ah and fly backwards, even though you don't get anywhere near them.
So is it first?
Nope.
See, this is kind of funny because the fighter.
Wow, really?
Yes.
That's wow.
Sorry,
that's
who
chunky.
were you attacking?
This guy. It's not.
Yep. I mean, you hit him with a critical attack, and it does not.
No middle ground with Agrim. Either a crit or
Only my daggers were a little longer.
I either just blow someone's head off or just give him a paper cut. It's just one or the other.
It's kind of interesting this D&D Beyond, because as a fighter you get intimidation as a skill you can pick, but they don't let you pick intimidation from your skill proficiencies in this game.
I don't know about that.
It's true. I'm trying to make my character right now, man. I'm telling you.
I can't help you. But you know who can? Nobody. No one can help you. Finley, we're gonna start with you. The guy you tried to stab to death is now going to try to stab you to death. Then you're gonna
Sounds
get
like a
shot a
decent
bunch
turn.
of times.
I mean, that's fine.
10, I think, is gonna miss, right?
Yep.
All right, then the 6 guys on the right-hand side of the firing squad are all gonna turn, pivot, drop to one knee, and fire at you.
Okay.
What is your AC? Oh my God, it's all so
16.
bad. My God.
Just dodge out of the way. He gets Boromir.
You take 1 hit for 5 points of damage. As let's be clear here, man. It is a hail of arrows and bolts around you. Like the rocks are suddenly like ping, 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 all around you. There's long scratches gouging the side of the canyon. Daka, you're taking 9 attacks as archery combat begins. What's your AC? I'd love to know what I'm about to miss with.
15. You're probably gonna hit a bunch.
I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Well, I did hit a bunch. Collectively, that's 14, 22, 28, 35, 38.
I'm down at 28.
Damn.
Daka, you're watching in the corner of your eye as Finley dodges all these attacks, and then all of a sudden you hear a whistling noise. You turn to look up, and you're just like,
Not sure I can Hellish Rebuke 1 before I die.
oh wow, you definitely. You're just dying, right?
9. This is one kill, right?
Let me look here. No, all of them are untouched. So you hit one guy with Hellish Rebuke.
One of the ones that was Hail of Thorns twice.
So that's not the guys that are shooting at you. It's the guys that are on the southern
Oh fuck!
archery battery. Yep.
Shit.
Can you even Hellish Rebuke at that distance?
I think it's it's a reaction, right? But
No, the
Hellish
question
Rebuke
is spell.
is 60 feet.
This is way too
yeah.
far. You raise your hand to Hellish Rebuke.
Is it? Oh.
it's 85 feet
Yeah.
for the range.
As all of you watch, Daka just falls under a hail of arrows and is driven to the ground. He just kind of slumps sideways, like a goat.
Like one of those fainting goats.
Exactly. So let's see here. Kelly's going to take 4 attacks. Agram is going to take 5 attacks. And I hit Kelly one more time. I don't feel confident in that. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you at, Agram? 15, 17, a million?
17.
1, 2 hits. You take 12 points of damage. Once again, surrounded by halfling bandits. They're just, getting Caesared here, stabbed in the front, the back, continually.
Brutus, you son of a bitch!
How'd you know my name?
You're wearing a "Hello, my name is" sticker, stupid.
Finley. You still got this guy dying right in front of you.
Oh yeah, and now he's going to die at the hand of my rapier.
He's still slightly alive.
I'll say, my daggers didn't quite do it, huh? Well, I have a longer dagger.
No. Why are you doing this? He jabs sideways as you go in.
It didn't work, huh? Dagger.
You act like that rapier attack was a feint, and you come up with another one of those brutal attacks, and he's still rolling around on the ground. Just gets sideways. Your dagger scrapes off the rock, and he's just like, huh. I thought we hired you because you were competent, but I could see all along that not only were you a fool and a traitor, but you're bad.
And you're the one that's bleeding on the ground.
Finley's like that executioner who takes like 6 hits to kill somebody.
Daka,
His head's like hanging off by a strand and won't come off into the basket.
I need you to make a not dying roll.
There's
That's a good
one.
start to the not dying. Speaking of people who aren't dying, let's talk to Kelly. Kelly, how's it going?
Good, man.
I mean, you're doing okay. I wouldn't say good.
Daka, how do you feel about a healing word hitting you in the face and butt?
I mean,
Do you reckon
And
you
the
could
butt?
stealth up after that?
And the butt?
I mean, it's like a whole body word, you know what I'm saying? It's a full body word, yeah.
there's a lot of dudes
Sick.
shooting at me, and I don't have a very high AC.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think you could stealth out? Because it's better than you rolling 1 next turn and perishing.
I saved.
No, you gotta save 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
If he rolls a
don't-
1, he won't die. He'll just fail 2 of 3 saves.
He'll fail 2.
Yeah, but he failed 1 last time, right?
No, he hasn't failed yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay then. So maybe I'll hold off for 1 more turn.
I mean, unless you guys want to get me back in the fight, or if you want to thin the numbers, then get me back in.
Well, I mean, the thing is, my healing word is so pathetic. The only thing it can do is raise you from a distance, right? So that's the reason why it would be applicable at this point. But it would give you like maybe 4 HP at best.
Yeah, well, there's more than 20 dudes on the field right now.
Yeah.
If you thin the numbers and then bring me back in when you're going to the south, then maybe, but
Okay, let's do that then. Arthur, I will swing some swords.
Sure.
All right,
Who's you attacking first?
I'm gonna keep attacking like these guys, like, you know, further away from me towards more Agum. So,
All right.
17.
Yep. He's dead.
15 damage. Sweet. I will use my second cleric, my last cleric.
Bonus
ability.
action.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep,
Wow,
he's
that's
dead too.
fucking some good rolls, yeah. So that'd be that guy there. Yep, you got it.
Yeah. In just a few moments of Kelly joining the battle, suddenly tons of people are dying left and right. Anything else? Action surge.
You know what? Maybe it might be best to action surge and try and take out more dudes, because that would give us an opportunity to, I guess, reforge the line a little bit. So yeah, I will action surge, and that gives me an extra bonus then. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll action surge. My attack will hit. Which one of these 2 dudes is the most alive?
The one on the right has been hit.
Okay, so I'll hit this guy then.
Okay.
Or attempt to.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes. He's dead too.
And then for my bonus action, I will healing a second wind. So that's better. Okay, that's me.
Agron.
All right, I'm gonna stab the guy to my direct north. Attempt to stab the guy to my direct north. So, let's see, there's one.
Have you got like a dice rolling on?
Yes.
Because good dice
Another
take a
critical.
while, take a while to heal, catch up.
I don't know.
You got him. Got him.
Nice. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
It took you both attacks to kill one dude?
Well, the first one missed, so yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Guy attacking Finley. No.
You guys are just having like a fucking James Bond, Daniel Craig fight in the bathroom right now.
All those Bond movies are on Netflix now, and I hadn't realized how bad they were until I saw them again. And now I'm like, how would I ever rate GoldenEye above Casino Royale?
Exactly. GoldenEye is the best movie.
No, it's not. It's really not.
GoldenEye is.
It's definitely the best Pierce Brosnan Bond movie, but that's not saying much since all of the Pierce Brosnan Bond movies are fucking awful.
It is also the highest kill count James Bond movie.
Okay, if that's what you rated on. The
So was
halflings.
that his attack on me?
What?
Was that his attack on me?
Yes.
I mean, do
Yeah,
you
it
like
didn't
Mr.
hit.
Clean a bunch too? Because it kills 99.9% of germs. You know how many germs there are?
Smash
missed
that
one.
like button, and fuck, I got stuck midway through. Smash that like button, and Drumurboy will tell you how many germs are in 1 square foot of the average American's counter space. Just kidding. He'll tell you how many are in the square meter of the average Canadian's counter space.
I've got Google too. Google.ca.
The halflings on the southern mountainside begin retreating. 6 of them fire off arrows towards Finley. What am I looking at hitting? That is no. I mean,
it was 16.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
of course it
one
is.
hit.
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ.
One
You
guy
took
just
16 damage?
tumbles up the side of the mountain, and then he stops and flat sides his bow and fires off the arrow. We follow the arrow as we do the behind cam for it, and it's just like it doesn't look like it's gonna hit, and then a gust of wind blows it right into Finley's left shoulder, and he's like, ah! You hear a sick crunching noise as something important broke.
His love for halflings.
I don't think anything will ever break that. All right. Now we have 9 archers shooting at Agrim. Uh,
17.
17. One hit. Do 2 points of damage. 2 people trying to stab Agrim.
Yeah.
One hit. 5 points of damage. 3 people trying to stab Kelly. Piles of dice. Yeah!
Yeah, man.
Yeah!
You're actually doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah! 3 points of damage, Kelly. Smash that Constitution saving throw and get a 2 on the die.
I want to
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that all the 20s hit on Kelly or the same dude, just like
Over and over again. No. Kelly continues to hold his spell.
2 damage, you said?
3.
damage.
3 points.
3.
Well, that was
Why
exhausting.
won't this orc die? What the fuck?
More importantly, they're wondering how you're just like continuing to hold your prayer with your weird aura of holiness. that surrounds
Because I am well blessed by Kuzengov.
you. Yeah, apparently you're well blessed by dice at least. Speaking of someone whose dice have not been blessing him tonight, let's talk to Finley. Can you finish off an injured, alone man stuck on the side of the mountain?
I can.
Well, show me that you can.
I've just been toying with you. Now we get to business.
I'm just
God
imagining.
damn it.
Oh my god, that's so. Yeah, I've been toying with you. You go for the straight jab, and you literally go through a hole that's already in his body. He's like, it didn't do any damage. Oh, that actually kills him.
I'm just imagining Finley finally
No,
kills him.
I'm just kidding. It still misses by 1.
He's like, look, guys, I got one. Turns around, and there's just an entire battlefield dead where everybody else has been doing work, and he's just got the one guy.
Just-
Yeah, I've got like 19 arrows sticking out of me. Agrim's just like covered in his own blood. Duck is over there in like a pile of corpses by himself as well.
Take a step back.
I've just got 15 arrows sticking out of him.
Holy shit.
So Arthur, it was Gauntlets of Ogre Power, yeah?
Yes.
That's what it was?
Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, I believe is what it's called.
Okay.
Oh, he disengaged. That's what he did. Oh, wait, he can't, right? Because he double attacked.
Yeah, you can't.
Right.
No, wait, no. Yes. That's
You need
right.
me to do a death save?
In just a second. Just a 15 hit pin. That's not right.
No.
Daka. Saving throw.
Well, that's 2 fails. That was a natural 1.
Wow. Daka, you are you're dying, and as you're dying, you can hear a voice called out to you, just saying, Daka, Daka, where are you going? It's always like this with you. Why don't you just stay with me for a while? You're just weirded out by it? No response?
I'm just accepting death.
So,
Like,
oh yeah, no, yeah, of course.
I'm waiting to wake up in the mountain.
Finley, when you step back, does a 15 hit you? I don't think so.
No.
Didn't think so. Kelly. You watch as Daka begins coughing up some purplish colored blood, like, and it's pouring down his mouth. Doesn't look
You
good.
got the one that I fucking said you would get. I'm sorry I said it.
Well, now all you have to do is get a 4 on your healing word, and the prophecy will be complete.
Yeah, so the first thing I'll do is healing word is a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
You have to tap into the power of Asabi Shakti.
Yeah. So I send over some good vibes, my man.
Whoa, yeah.
Daka, you immediately snap your eyes open. You can taste your own blood in your mouth.
So rather than waking up in the mountain, I wake up to a blinding sunlight.
You wake up to the like in the corner of your eyes. I like to believe that you see Valkyries leaving you
No, that's
on the
not a thing.
battlefield.
Nope.
Raise a middle finger to the backs of the Valkyries.
Nice. That's the way to do it. I can't find a shield in this fucking sheet thing, by the way. How fucking annoying is that?
Oh, it's in there because
It is still your turn, however.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, I'll rain down Fire Supreme.
Who will you attack?
Little men. This guy.
Very well.
He can still hit Agrim, so bring it back. That ain't good?
Yes.
Yeah, alright then. Have I rolled under a 15 on the damage on the sword yet?
I don't think so. I mean, because it's doing what
3d6.
plus what? How much extra fire damage?
4.
Yeah.
No, it's 1d6 plus 4, and then 2d6 for fire damage.
Okay. I'm going to attack. Is it done? It's just my turn now.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to attack this little shit. Hopefully.
No.
Yeah, let's try hitting him again.
Bonus action. You bring up the other sword. Wah! You stab him. You get a cut along his arm. He's like, ah! He begins cursing at you in halfling.
I don't speak gibberish. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Three of the archers notice that Doc is moving again. 6 are going to fire on Kelly, and 6 are going to fire on Finley. And the guy who Finley has been not finishing off lurches towards Finley. He's like, I'm not letting you get away.
I'm not dead yet.
Let's open with that. He is terminatoring you. He will not go down. 15 is not going to hit.
No.
Daka taking 3 attacks at a +3 of 15 to hit.
1 will.
Okay.
No, don't die, Daka.
Daka immediately dies.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Daka reaches his hand towards the sunlight, and then just as he blocks the sunlight out, he can see the arrow approaching from the sun's position, and it slams into his hand. Ah!
This is why when you're that injured, just play dead. Just lay there. Don't do
I
anything.
thought I wasn't moving, but fuck me, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
Kelly was like, be healed! And you're just up.
Well, I mean, you get 3 more attempts at a death saving throw now, so yeah, not so bad. Just don't roll any more ones, and we'll be good.
Kelly is taking 6 arrows. No 20s. Finley's taking 6 arrows. I don't need 20s on these. What's your AC? 16?
Yeah.
You take 4
Those
hits.
2 rolls are very similar.
Wait, how many of those hit me?
4.
Oh no.
You take 17 points of damage.
I'm down.
You get shot in the back as you turn to face your opponent. It's not going great for you guys, and they're going to continue to retreat off the battlefield. Next
Are they
turn,
retreating?
yes, next turn they will be away. The 2 guys that are fighting Kelly are now super frightened because they thought they had allies.
Superior numbers. Yeah.
They do not. They're gonna.
I was really pulling for Finley to have like an arch enemy and some half burnt faced show up in episode 45. Just be like, remember me?
He's got to have an eye patch. If he's a nemesis, he has to have an eye patch.
It's me, your Siflack.
Like half of the hair on his head never grew back from being burnt by the flare.
He's just got little bits of flare embedded in his face.
Nigga Finley. He starts wearing clothes with the opposite color scheme of you. These two guys at the edge of the map are going to retreat up and off the battlefield. So Finley.
Death saving throw?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good because there's no one around you to help you. I mean, you're probably going to die, but. Ooh, child.
Things are gonna get easier.
Wow, Daka. You guys are making your saves left and right. Kelly. Everyone's dying around you.
All right, how many spells do I have? I think I have 3.
Did you prepare 3 healing words?
I mean, I can use. I've prepared healing word. So do clerics have to prepare like healing word twice if they want to use it twice? I thought you prepare spells, but you can use like all 3 spells on one spell.
No. Choosing them cleric spells. Casting a spell does not remove from your list of prepared spells. All right, yeah, you can keep casting it. Yes,
okay, well, I've only got 2 spell slots anyway, so I've used them both, so that kind of sucks. I'm gonna dash.
Where are you going?
So going downhill is not difficult terrain.
No, it's still difficult terrain.
Really?
Yes. Have you tried running down the side of a rocky hill?
I was gonna say it's a cliff.
In full plate with a weapon out.
Okay.
That's on fire.
That's on fire.
So there's 40 feet, and then I can go an extra 10, I guess. Man, that doesn't cover much ground at all.
So you're inviting 2 opportunity attacks from the guys who are.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I gotta say, my little brother.
Nope. No, I don't know why I bother.
Hey, he's getting. Oh, fuck it.
It's not that they're not physically hitting you, right? I mean, you're not that difficult to hit. The problem is that you aren't taking any damage. Just loud clanging noises.
With an 8 and a 4, that doesn't even hit me, man. When it passes a 10, sure, I'll let you have that narrative.
Well,
but...
there's a +3 to those.
Okay,
Listen,
1 hits me on the big toe.
When this motherfucker ain't hating, what are you doing?
Well, he's always hating, so I'm gonna try and shank a bitch.
True enough.
I assume, Agram, you've got this, my man, yeah?
Well, you know.
I like that. Go save Finley. Agram starts dying.
It's just like last fight.
I've still got 2 of my spell slots. I've still got
some healing potions.
Yeah, so I should, famous last words. All right, I'm gonna attack the guy to my left.
Nice.
No.
Strong start.
Yeah, look.
He blocks with his sword. Shing!
I should have just stuck to the fucking crossbow.
Yeah.
20 for 4.
You stab up at him. It will hit. You draw blood from his face. But it's the first attack he's taken.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Other professions. Sentient ant.
Are you adding Gygax to your...
Yeah, why not? He's a personal profession.
He is a sentient baby giant ant.
Question: if we hold on to the giant ant for long enough, does Kelly become proficient in animal handling?
We'll see. I mean, the giant ant, the baby giant ant could evolve into girlfriend giant ant and then wife giant ant.
I thought we agreed no anime.
Hold up, wait, what?
Yeah. You haven't seen those YouTube memes?
You've already defined my sexual experience in this game quite enough.
I haven't defined your sexual experience in this game at all.
Hey Dave, tell me about your tell me about your male fantasy.
I want to be clear here, Dave.
How about them halflings, though?
I want to be clear here, Dave. You answered that question. You were the one who defined things.
Even barring all that, dating and marrying your aunt, not cool.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not taking place in Mississippi. Or
Am I the only one that saw that YouTube meme?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
never
probably.
mind.
Yeah, probably,
Never mind. Okay. Well, someone out there in the audience knows.
As it turns out, YouTube is not a universal construct.
Yes, it is. Everything.
Hey, halflings.
Everything in this world either is or isn't a potato. Speaking of things that are potatoes, I don't know. I gotta murder some people. These 12 fellows are just gonna walk off the screen after getting some shots in. Finley looks like he's probably gonna get taken care of. 9 attacks on APGrim, 3 attacks on Kelly.
Oh boy, man, my walking cover just walked away.
1, 2, 3, 4 attacks.
On me?
No, APGrim.
Oof.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Where are they coming from? Oh, the bottom. They haven't gone yet.
11, 15, 23.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I apologize. I thought
They're disappearing at the end of the round.
Uh-huh.
They are on their way out the door. No attacks. Oh no, shit! Let's attack on Kelly.
God damn. How many crits have I soaked up this round?
I think this is the 4th. 9 points of damage. Go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw. Maybe you'll fail this one.
Nope.
Nope, you're good. All right. They walk off the edge of the mountain. Well, they're at the top of the canyon now. Where does that leave me? One of them is the one that's holding initiative. This guy. Okay, I'm gonna leave him in the open just so that I have initiative. But he's not really there. Ignore him. Speaking of people that we're ignoring, this guy just goes ahead, tries to stab Finley. He's got advantage on the attack.
If you want to live, you won't hit that halfling.
He's just like, he's a traitor! Oh yeah, this hits. You take 2 death saving throw fails.
No, Finley.
So he uses his whole body weight to stab you. He falls on the sword on top of you. It's super gothic. Like, you're facing downward down the hill. Your hat is tumbled off. He's like using the sword to prop himself up while stabbing you into your body. Blood is dripping from his face onto your face, and he's just like, traitor, why would you betray us? We're brothers. You were like a younger son to me.
I gurgle blood.
You were meant to bring balance.
You were meant to bring balance to this adventuring party. We're just a bunch of halfling thieves.
Hey, Finley, crush it, man.
APGrim,
Don't fuck this shit up.
you take 1 more attack.
Do I?
Oh, dude.
APGrim, you take 5 points of damage.
No.
Wow. Okay.
How you doing?
I have 1 HP right now.
Oh my god.
These 2 exhausted halflings are just, they're moving. Next turn, they're going to try to disappear off the edge of the map and run away. You can see that they're getting ready to go. And this guy gives you 1 swipe while you're turned, and it just, it strikes you with the bell of the sword on the face. You know,
Right.
you've got the thing where the edge of the screen, the red is starting to set in. You can hear your heartbeat. Ka-doom, 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 ka-doom.
If only I took the martyrisms.
That EA Call of Duty thing starts showing up where they're like, call for help. Get a teammate over here.
I would like to hold spacebar to hold my blood in, please.
Unfortunately, you need to use that spacebar in order to kill your enemies.
Finley.
Finley, if you fail this, you're donezo.
Don't.
So I just won't fail it then.
Yeah,
I
that
mean
sounds
that's a good call going in. Unfortunately, you did fail.
Come on.
Wake up in a mountain.
Daka, I need you to make your death saving throw.
Oh, we don't yet. Oh yeah, we don't do it until night.
Means we might be able to get him back up.
Where are you standing at right now, Daka? Is that 2 fails, no successes?
One success, one fail.
Ah,
Yeah, he got
Because I
reset.
got picked up last time.
Kelly, you watch
what's
as
the status
Finley
of
expires with this guy standing over him.
I have 3 failures.
Does he die? Okay, it's the start of a new round, right? Yeah. Okay.
He's dead, Jim.
Yeah, but I mean, remember the whole, the morning last time this shit happened, so.
Is that what Ingram's calling out? He's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It'll work out. This is weird.
This is some meta shit. I got my own problems. I got 2 assholes in a trench coat over here.
Kelly, you run over. No, Finley!
The fury of Goosenguff erupts from my mighty green fists as I shoot a sacred flame.
My God, is this Kelly using a ranged attack?
I've used sacred flames before.
In rage, sir.
Gotta give him some javelins so he can huck them at people.
12 dex. 1 radiant damage.
I
That's
mean,
enough to kill
even if
him.
he saves, it won't matter, right? He'll still take 1.
Yeah.
All that rage.
He only has 1 hit point. I mean, he does take
That's all
1
he
damage.
had?
Yeah.
God
Just
damn
like
it.
to hit him. So he begins pulling himself up. He sees your firebolt, your sacred flame incoming. He dodges to the side. That just barely catches the edge of his cape, and he's like, I'm fine. You can't kill me. And then his cape erupts with sacred flame, and his whole back is caught on fire. He's like, ah! And he falls, bear hugging Finley, screaming on the ground.
Does my death stink get on him?
Yeah. I mean, his death stink gets on you, too.
Good.
Death Stink would be a great band name.
The death stink of Finley Longbottom.
Oh, dude, man. Yes. Just the band is Finley Longbottom, and the first album is just called Death Stink.
Death stink.
Akram, these guys are preparing to disengage.
Okay, well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slap myself with a little Healy heal here, because I ain't looking too good, boys. So let's see what that does. Oh, fucking great. All 2 wounds.
Just
What is with your low damage rolls all day today?
Just garbage.
Dude, man, I don't.
Remember last time when we killed a dragon man? That was great.
Oh,
The halflings got into our boots and we're feeling the pain.
Yep.
I got a rock in my shoe. I just can't fucking.
It's a halfling luck. It's working against you.
All right, so I still have an action. Well, they're still in range. Fuck it. Why not? I'll swing at him.
Yeah, get that XP, man, before we reset.
Just yeah.
yeah.
Right, I'm still attacking that guy on the left.
Yeah, all 25 experience points per.
So let's see.
That's total, not
13.
not distributed. You're attacking the guy on the left.
Yeah.
You hit him. He does not go down.
Okay. Let's see. So I used an action to heal myself, and then I used that. I still have bonus action?
No, your
No.
cure wounds was your bonus action, right?
No, it's 1 action. It's not bonus action.
Then how did you attack with the short sword?
Oh, then I didn't attack. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
You can attack if you move out of range. But...
Yeah.
Well, they are all disengaging and moving out of range.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which leaves you guys to save Daka. Daka, you need to make a death saving throw.
I'm dead.
Kelly, Akram, you find yourself in a familiar situation where the 2 of you are alive and the rest of the party is dead.
How the fuck does that happen twice?
They're
I mean-
in the same location too.
I'm gonna, yeah, right. You're just gonna hear Kelly. You're just gonna hear, God damn it! Why does this shit? It just devolves into just rambling, yelling, just at the void.
I wonder if I can make a blacksmith put those 2 in a bowl of metal. We just push them.
Like Bubble Boy, but a giant, just metal sphere. Put some arrow slits in it.
Have
So
an
they can
arrow
shoot out.
come out every once in a while.
Just as rapier hole.
I could even throw the ball at enemies. It would be much more effective as
I'm a
a
slap.
deterrent than anything.
I'm a slap Daka with a cure wounds just to for why
You
not?
run
Science.
over. You fall to your knees in front of Daka. No! You shake him by his lapels and you force healing energy into his body. He's dead.
So he does not get back up. Okay. Yeah. Science.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, there's not really a whole lot. I mean, what's the point, right? Because we just know
it's noon. Your employer is waiting for you several miles down the road to the west. You never heard from Finley what was happening. I mean, you just met up with Finley on the battlefield, and he never explained what happened, right?
I'm dead on a cliffside.
Kelly walks up to your shattered body, covered with another dead man, gently lifting it into the air. Finley!
Finley died the way he lived, covered in men.
What? That's what?
That's how he wanted to go.
He wanted to
Your
go,
question
holding out
is-
his holy coin to Glimo, screaming, Glimo!
I also love the idea that small amount of fire was enough to burn up the coin.
No, the coin's still there.
Garbage.
I also like the 3 or 4 rounds of Dragon Ball Z, like misfighting. That was great.
Look,
I can't believe that guy had one fucking hit point left and I couldn't even get one.
for like 4 rounds, it was really
That happened
bad.
with the Dragon Man too. I got
Same
him
thing
down
with the
to
dragon
1,
guy.
and
Yeah.
then-
Yeah, he survived for a super long time. Look,
Unbelievable.
surviving party members. I mean, right? You believe that you'll wake up in a mountain the next morning, but what do you do now? I mean, you've got hours. You got a whole half day before that happens. There are people in the here and now who need your help, or at the very least would love to hear that they're not about to be ambushed and murdered.
There are people that could probably resurrect me before we resurrect that
we
mountain.
don't. Well, we don't know that. I mean, they're mostly laborers. I mean, we could always ask, but yeah, I'll regroup with Kelly. So like, well, I mean, we know what's going to happen. So
Do we actually know that though?
I mean, well, no, but I mean, what else are we going to do? I mean, unless we just try and, I don't know, help the caravan as far as we can to see what happens, at least get some, foresight for the next go around.
I hate what this has become, honestly.
I mean, I'm right there with you, buddy, but it's a shit sandwich and everybody's got to take a bite. So, what do you mean?
Those two are not soldiers, clearly.
Well, yeah.
And yet we are, they're throwing in with us. It's twice now that this particular battle has ended their lives. Perhaps this is something that we shouldn't do in the future.
I mean, that's a pretty good observation. I would agree with that.
Perhaps we should even potentially look at retiring and just living a long life instead of trying to force ourselves to solve whatever conundrum this is.
I got a business plan, but I don't know if I want to enact it just yet.
Guard nuts.
Well, whatever we choose to do, I'm not comfortable having those two in combat anymore.
Well, we might just have to change our plan of attack here. I mean, Daka seems to be a pretty sneaky one, so I mean, maybe that's something we can take into account in the future.
I think it's high time that we got additional allies other than just us. I think it's time we put together a raiding party or something.
Maybe join some type of guild.
Maybe create a team of heroes, Kelly's heroes.
I would. I'm gonna make a note here, and Arthur, feel free to remind me if I forget about it or whatever.
Sure.
But
The note
I
says.
think Kelly's gonna try and, because we know for a fact that we've lived past the time that I was in. Is this a completely different land as well, or is
You
this
don't
a
think so.
familiar territory?
You think
Okay.
it's familiar-ish?
What is the odds of me finding someone from my old life, or like some sort of?
They would need to
even,
be
like,
incredibly long-lived.
Well, what about some sort of like son or daughter of them? or
Easily
something?
possible, maybe.
Yeah. Well, one of the things because we learned when Daka found out some stuff, like Daka's old as fuck, so we don't know, it's very possible that each of us could be from a different,
Of course, your heroes drawn from different periods of time to fight a future battle against an ancient evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is sounding like every anime I've ever watched.
Well, I could have been, from the future and be sent back in time with an M4 or something. It would make this a lot easier.
Of course, you are sent back in time to guide your younger future self, but instead you try to kill him in order to break out of a time paradox.
Fucking crazy bullshit. All right.
I've seen that anime too, twice.
Fucking time travel fucks with everything. All right. So our plan of action. What do we want to do here? I would like to return to the caravan and at least get some info, see what happens, so we at least get something out of this clusterfuck that we found ourselves in. Information maybe, or hell, they might have somebody who could help. We don't know. I mean, we know what else we're gonna do, right?
So yeah, I mean, the other thing is too, like, what did Finley tell us, Brian, before? Did we just sort of walk in and start the fight? I can't remember.
Finley didn't tell us anything.
I did not have the chance to tell you guys anything.
Daka went around fucking up everything and came back alone.
But actually, that's a good point. Daka,
Finley was paid.
Daka knows stuff that he can tell you.
Well, like I told you guys all the stuff that I knew because I was in transit while the other stuff was happening.
Yes.
With Finley.
So this, perhaps, what about this gold? Because do you remember there was like a military caravan that came past first? What if we could, in the next iteration of this, team up with them instead of the Salt guys?
I mean, we don't know any of that because Finley died before he told us, unless he's going to tell us when to get in the mountain.
But you know that was a military vehicle that they took, right?
Nope.
No, Finley does. Finley was there.
Oh no, yeah, because you burned their
stowed as soon as they burnt all their shit.
Yeah, Daka was on his way back to us when all that happened.
Right.
That's why I was convinced that we would have the upper hand, and then we show up and there's like more of them, and they're all well armed.
Yeah, but I mean I'm all for that. Just trying to hitch along with that military convoy.
We have to know about it. I guess we'll know when we reset, though, right?
Yeah.
So.
I
mean, Daka's plan, instead of trying to face them again, he's going to head them off because he followed them all the way there. He knows exactly where they're going to go.
So based on what we told the caravan people, we were gonna fire 2 flares when they were, for them to advance, right?
Or just go back and talk to them.
You currently have 0 flares.
Well, I mean, that guy's body's still there, probably, right?
He had 1 flare.
We're not going to shoot any more flares because we don't want Dragon Boy coming.
Dragon Boy, that's true.
So I think we'll just make the trek back, Arthur, at this point.
Okay. You spent several minutes transiting back. What are you doing with the bodies of your dead companions?
I mean, I'll carry Henley and you can carry Doc.
That seems fair, I think. Yeah. I mean, I could probably shoulder
do that thing where you guys walk in slow motion towards the caravan, covered in blood, maybe a little bit of dirt on your face. Some of the dwarves begin running towards you in slow motion as super sad gothic music begins playing. They take the dead bodies from you. They like shake them. They're like, "Wake up!"
It's like the end of Black Hawk Down when those guys are like running out of the town or whatever. But no, I'm gonna take my rope and I'm gonna C-3PO Finley to my back because I ain't.
All right. Well, my dramatic scene is suddenly really fucking stupid.
So Finley's arms are probably just dangling, like a fucking marionette.
It's my life now.
Weekend at Agram's, apparently.
You're dead. You don't give a shit.
It's slow-mo, they're running towards us in slow-mo, and then you see Kelly with me over their shoulders, slow-mo, and then you get a tight shot of the top.
You know what it is? It's a hill, right? It's a hill. You see me first in the horizon because I'm fucking 7 foot, right? So you see me first, heroically carrying my dead companion, and then you see a dwarf come up with a fucking halfling backpack.
Pretty much. I mean, he's probably carrying his crossbow on his arms because he's,
So depressing.
Yeah. I mean, you're dead, dude. We've passed that point.
So Dury sits down with the 2 of you and says, tears streaming down her face, You were right. You were so right. You know, I had some small doubt, but we could hear the battle even from this distance. The shouting, the clanging of weapons.
I'm still pulling arrowheads out of my armor, Arthur.
Your companions have fallen. I swear that their portion of this convoy will be sent to their families.
Right.
I'm just gonna nod because
It doesn't matter to us.
Their sacrifice has allowed us to move forward in this critical venture. They will be lauded as heroes. Truly. What were their names again?
Finley and Daka.
Finley and Daka will be remembered as the heroes of the Salt Caravan.
Just don't name an ass after them, and I think we'll be fine.
Did you say an ass?
A donkey.
No, we're not going to name a donkey after either of them. You
Yeah.
might name a
Donkey
really
kinda sounds like
bitching
donkey, but I'm
griffin
dead.
after them, though.
No, that's fantastic. I suggest, though, that we move now while the road is open. We didn't actually kill all of them.
Okay, let's see if we can make the run as quickly as possible towards Fort Kuso. So, you guys begin hassling double time. As you go, at the top of the canyon, there's just a green dragonborn who looks very familiar. Not dragonborn, half dragon. He's got his flaming sword in his left hand. He seems to have cut off a goat's leg and is using his flaming sword to cook it, and he's like eating it and looking down at you guys, just blankly staring, gnawing on it. And he's like, huh. Shh.
Yeah.
Kind of waves his sword at your group as you go past.
I'm tempted to wave my flaming sword back.
I was about to say.
But I don't think I will, because I think that'll like initiate combat.
Fist up, goes and goes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's just like seeing another person with a
Just-
Slayer t-shirt in the street. Slayer!
Is there like some sort of like bow or salute that the Goose and Govs clerics have?
I
that
mean,
would separate them. from a
everything
distance?
about Goose and Guz is entirely about your personal journey towards violence.
Well, in that case, I will, in honor of shared religious values, raise my flaming sword at him as well.
He calls down to you, and you hear him amplified by the canyon. That's a cool sword. It actually looks really familiar.
I yell up, but he can't hear what I'm saying, so it doesn't matter.
I can't hear you.
I was like, what? Yeah.
So he like looks at his meal and then looks down in the canyon and he looks at his meal. You could tell he's like deciding between going down to talk to you or finishing eating this raw goat leg.
Actually, it wouldn't be too bad talking to the guy, I guess, maybe.
I'm gonna roll a d2 and see which side of the coin he lands on.
I mean, I don't know how much information we can get in an afternoon before we reset, so let's find out.
I mean, hey, look, man, why not?
Nope, he continues to eat his goat's leg that he cooks live right in front of you.
That's fine.
That'd be pretty sweet, just like slicing it thinly with a flaming blade and like.
Oh yeah, no, that's
It's like a toast knife, you know? You just like.
no, it's the
bread.
most metal
Toast
version
knife.
of Brazilian Moderno steakhouses that you could get, where you stab meat through with a sword and then you use another sword to cook the meat.
Now I just want Korean barbecue
Damn it.
or Mongolian barbecue.
How do I get my dude to show up in the D&D Beyond thing, Arthur?
Oh, I have to do that. Well, you have to finish making it, and then I can.
I have. I'm pretty sure that's done.
Very well. I shall enable him.
The link that AP posted automatically adds your guy to his campaign thing. So,
Yeah, but then I have to enable
Yeah.
the character
yeah.
on the extension. So you make it to Fort Kuso. Kelly should be added to the overlay now.
Excellent.
The soldiers of Fort Kuso are somewhat agitated as you're approaching. They order Dury to stop and they send men out. So Fort Kuso is built at the canyon's mouth. So right as the canyon opens up onto a short plains between the canyon and the mountains, it's built as like the stopgap at the mouth of the canyon. It's a flat wall, all the way up the side of the canyon, and then above that, it is impressive looking. Quite tall. I mean, easily 50 or 60 feet tall. They send out a squad of cavalry, 4 men, to come out and ask Dory what's going on as crossbowmen look down upon you. And a particularly regal-looking, distinguished man in a shaped, plate mail helm with like a long feather coming out of the top, like a plume, looks down and then kind of like nods towards your guard group and then disappears back over the edge, whoosh, away from the side of the castle.
So could you describe him again?
So this man is tall, probably human, like 6 foot. He's wearing a purple cape with gold accenting, fully blackened plate mail, and then the helm is shaped like a dragon's face, and it has like a weird plume coming out the top, like a purple feather.
He seems interesting. Perhaps we should track him down and see what his story is.
So Dury leans over as the cavalry are approaching and says, that's General Kuso. He's the commander of the fort. His son is approaching us now. Look," and she gestures toward the cavalry commander, who's also wearing a hat with a big purple feather. And she says, "Yes, what? Apparently, he only keeps his worthwhile sons near him and sends his other children away from him to serve in the military in far distant places." So
that makes sense. It is how the children become stronger. Yes,
Seems pretty efficient. Yeah, way of doing that.
So you can be assured that anyone wearing a purple feather in this place is probably quite important and very strong.
I'll make note of that.
So the cavalry commander approaches and pulls Dury aside as some of the cavalrymen like ride over towards your guard group. One of them pulls his, he doesn't have a full helm. He's got like one of those leather boxing helm type things going on. He pulls it off.
Yeah. Like what do they call them?
I have no idea.
Like a skull cap.
Sure.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Kind of like the old Viking helmets without the chainmail.
Are you the guards of this caravan?
What's left of them?
I see. You ran into some trouble then.
Ambushed by probably 40, 45 halflings and such in the canyon. Yeah, no, wasn't a great time. We lost
Do's and does. This is terrible news. Did you happen to see the remains of another caravan? We were hoping for reinforcements and armory. Food.
No.
There might have been some. I mean, yeah, we have no idea. It looks like they were well prepared, whoever it was. So maybe, but we don't have that information. I'm sorry.
This must be the work of the orcs. I will send word immediately. Wait here. And he rides back towards the castle. As he does, he pulls out like a red handkerchief and waves it over his head. And then you, moments later, hear like a hunting horn go off, and then another one. And then like the whole castle appears to be moving into formation. You start seeing bowmen appear at like every window on your side. You start seeing dudes running along the top. After a few minutes of negotiation, the man goes, "Very well then, Merchant Sarazan. We will allow you to pass through. The salt convoy is incredibly important, and if these goods do not get to the far side where they are, the money will not be paid to us. So it is important that you continue. However, you must go immediately. If these orcs are planning to attack, you are on the safe side for now. Perhaps only a raiding party was behind us, although apparently my man heard that there were halflings. 45 of them, an enormous number."
Well, a lot less now, but yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see any orcs, but we saw a lot of halflings.
No orcs.
There.
Oh, there's also a Goosenguff Dragonborn sitting in there too.
He didn't accost us, so
I don't understand. What an unusual raiding party. Perhaps it's bandits or maybe revolutionaries. I've heard that the Sons of Freedom were operating in the area. Perhaps it's them.
Well, I can tell you for sure, we did not see any orcs. If there's any around, we didn't see them. It was all halflings and then the one dragonborn, but he didn't attack us, so I don't know if they're connected.
I love that I'm just standing here in this conversation with my half-orc face.
Well, I mean, you're literally, but you're, It's kind of
You're,
obvious.
you're
with us.
definitely covered in arrow marks, so I think it's pretty clear which side you're on.
Yeah. So, but
Kelly would be telling the truth. I was like, I didn't see any orcs.
I don't often look at myself, but when I do, it's mostly the human side that I see. So.
I mean, to be fair, he is a half orc. He's not an orc, so.
We'll clear out the center of the castle to allow your caravan to go through. Get all of the gates raised up. It should take about a half an hour to get from the castle over to the Dwarven lands. That thin strip of land between us and the Dwarven land is critical. If an orc horde is coming, that is where they are going to camp. So we must get you through to the far end as soon as possible.
Have you had any contact with any of the ranger conclaves up that way?
There has been some contact with some of the hill dwarves. There has been some hatchings of wild griffins and hippogriffs along the mountainside, and they've been looking to capture and tame them. That's all we've heard, though.
All right,
News coming from the east has been delayed. There's troublesome times we live in.
Oh, troublesome times indeed.
I have not introduced myself. My apologies. My name is Captain Jorant Kuso.
I'll give him like a, like a fist on the chest salute kind of thing.
He does the same thing back to you and says, "Ah, a military man, I see."
Yeah, I'm a former ranger. Some of the Underdark conclaves are, long story about that. But that's why I asked. I might know some of them if they're still around.
Well,
And my name is Kelly, warrior cleric of Guzengoth.
a cleric of war. I see. Well, we could use a man like you around over the next few hours, I think, should the orcs come. It's too bad we must send you on your way. I hope that you're...
No, I will stay and help you with these orcs if necessary.
Oh, really? You sure?
Yes.
We're kind of beat up pretty bad.
Durin turns toward you and is like, "You what?" She starts raising the contract that you signed up to your face, and it's just like, "You what?"
Well, I mean, I figure we can level with her and be like,
I thought the contract was to take it to this place.
No, it's
No,
to
we're
take
going
all the way
west.
to the eastern capital.
yeah,
You got to go
This is
underneath the dwarf lands all the way to the eastern side.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
She has to
Interesting.
keep going up on her tippy toes to get the contract in your face because you're like 3 feet higher than her. But she's just like, "You what?"
Well, how long have we been traveling for in total?
Less than a day.
Okay.
Several hours. Look at
So
that
it
cat.
is-
Look at that cat. That's right. Roll around on your belly.
Oh,
You know what's up, cat. You know what's up.
Well, contract or not, your primary base of operation is here, yes?
It's just like, we're just passing through. My primary base of operation is my wagon.
I mean, yeah, we do need to move. I mean, if the soldiers here,
I can't afford to leave you here. Like, what if
Yeah.
something happens under the mountain or in the desert?
I mean, I vote we need to keep moving. If they think that we've got a window to take, we should probably take it.
I mean, look, if you want to stay here, you stay here. But you're forfeiting any of the money that you would have made from this.
Money.
Money. It's super important.
I look at Agrim and it's like, I try to raise a single eyebrow, but it's both eyebrows. Yeah.
You Guardians of the Galaxy, you're just like, I heard you guys were conceited douchebags. Oh wait, that's the wrong eye.
Would you like the Kevin Bacon? No, my first and only cause on this plane of existence is to do battle and push myself towards violence. Feel free to rip up my contract and keep the money. I will not need payment up until this point. My companions have perished, and I wish to throw myself into battle.
She is shook. She is shook. She's just like, what? No, I don't like this. No. You're
I
staying
turn
with me,
to
right,
the-
Agrim? Right? Dwarf?
I turn to the
Dwarflands?
guy with the plume, and I'm just like, you have yourself another man.
I don't know what we can pay you, but it seems like you are well armed. We will be able to use you in the vanguard. He holds out a forearm for you, but remember he's on a horse. Although you're super tall, so
Yeah, I just sort of reach up a little bit.
Yep. You guys do a forearm shake. You do the predator shake.
Yeah, that's it. A monkey grip.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
What to see? Have you pushing too many pencils?
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
All
it's
four
just-
of you had to do it? Really?
Yes.
Duck, that is one
You
of the best
sons of
movies ever made.
bitches.
Yeah.
They don't make sweaty, muscular man movies anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Honestly,
It's called The
like,
Expendables.
Yeah, it's not the same though.
It's that.
It's
whole-
literally the same actors.
Yeah, but it's
No,
not
but-
the same thing as
You
like.
gotta understand those sorts of movies, like True Lies, all those sorts of movies. There is like a level of sweatiness
Eraser.
that you can't get anymore.
That's
Yes.
because they don't make bad movies anymore. Just kidding. They really do.
No, they make more bad movies than they make good ones. But
Well, like, it's really hard to do sweat and CG nowadays.
it's an expensive process. All right. Yeah. God, see, do we have a map? I'm assuming we have a map.
Yes. Well, I can go back over to the map.
Yeah.
I kind of want to figure out, based on our rate of, our speed of travel, how long it would take us to get through that pass. essentially
Through the
I'm trying
pass,
to
less
figure-
than an hour.
Okay, less than
But
an
then
hour.
you've got to spend days underground in the Dwarven Lands.
Yeah, I mean that's probably not going to be that. Big.
Well, I mean, like if it's going to work the way it did before, and that's a
Yeah,
big
exactly.
if. We have until nightfall or dawn.
Yeah, which is kind of why I'm thinking I kind of want to go through the pass and just see what if it's only going to take an
What you
hour.
can find.
Exactly. We as soon as we get to the Dwarven Lands, if we make contact with any of the Ranger conclaves, maybe I might see what's going on there. Maybe get some information. So
This distance is what you have to travel. Right here. Literally just going from Fort Cuso to the Dwarven
Okay.
Farm.
I mean, it's only going to
The
take an
other thing-
hour. I'd have to go with that because a siege on a fort. I mean, that's a days long thing. So you're probably not going to learn or be able to do a whole lot, right?
Well, I was thinking more about like experience points more than anything.
Yeah.
But
Dave's like, I could farm so many experience points before we died.
well, I mean, theoretically, yes, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, not theoretically, literally.
yeah. And honestly, it would probably please my god quite a bit to participate in such a large scale piece of combat. Having said that, though, do you think we would ever go with the salt lady again?
I mean, maybe not necessarily, but I'm kind of just using it as an intel. It's like we know we're going to get reset, or we assume we're going to get sent back. So, as much information as we can possibly get, or anything we can learn. Well, same thing.
Well, I mean,
Probably beneficial.
if you want, we can just sort of have Arthur sort of like, I don't know, we can split the party.
I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, we can do that. I mean,
What? Split the party a second time? 2 episodes in a row?
Wow.
I don't know that I can handle this.
I mean, in terms of what happens now, I think we can sort of montage the rest. Yeah.
it's just science at this point. I mean,
Shook, sir. Shook.
yeah.
All right.
I'm all for staying with the convoy, and I'll head through the pass.
Very well. Kelly, several hours later, as
I'll ride on
night...
his back, by the way.
I mean, you're tied to his back.
I'll put him in a cart at that point.
you
Like
have a
he's in a
choice.
cart with a cover on him. I'm not C3PO going the entire time. That would just be weird. I'm having a conversation with a giant dude on a horse while I'm sitting there with a dead
I
halfling.
thought you were gonna like weekend at Bernie's me or something.
Hey guys, it's me, Finley. How's it going? Several hours into the darkness, a line of torches is seen north of the pass. And then more torches, and then more and more. Hundreds of torches as you see orcs approaching in the night. And then, simultaneously, all at once, all of the torches go out. And you hear the sound of marching feet coming towards the fort.
Say a quick prayer to Guzengoff, and I turn to the soldier next to me, and I'm just like, I live for this moment.
So that soldier's just like, well, look, man, this fort was actually meant to defend the other direction. You know, it's like it's a cap on a canyon. So
then we will both die gloriously tonight.
Well, I mean, we probably won't die. I mean, it's not like they're gonna get in here or anything. There might be thousands of them, but I mean, you know, there's a few hundred of us, and it's a really
You've
good
never
fort.
seen the tenacity of orcs, have you?
Been out here on the frontier for 5 years. I've killed dozens of orcs. So, I mean,
have you ever seen them climb a pile of their companions up a wall?
Yep, I've definitely seen that several times a year. It's terrifying. That's what rocks are for. You just pick them up and throw them over the side. Look, they're probably not going to attack tonight, but they are going to make noise all night, keep us up and screaming and hollering and hooting and...
You're really taking the fun out of this, you know.
Look, man, I'm just trying to catch you. I'm trying to keep you safe, okay? You know, I feel like we had a connection here. Just two guys standing on, you know, the top floor of a fortress looking out. I'm going to go somewhere else, okay? I'll find someone else over here to come. Someone more bloodthirsty. All right? Okay. He walks away and he says, I thought I could teach him. I thought I could do it. One of those days I'm going to earn my sergeant stripes. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
In order to get his sergeant stripes, it's like the Boy Scouts, where you have to convince a cleric of Guzengoff to not attack recklessly.
Don't even talk to me about the Boy Scouts, son. Don't even.
The good logic badge.
Don't even start with me.
Kelly just says whatever and pulls a chain, and like 80,000 tons of burning oil just comes down on the orcs.
No, pulls a chain, opens the fucking doors.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Traitor. Agram. After you get a few hundred feet into the large cave that seems well traveled, you know, it's just an open space, you come to two large doors carved expertly. Everything in here is dwarven made, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's attention to detail here, right? It's crown molding over every inch, runes carved into everything, epic depictions of battles between dwarf and elephant and lava and a banana.
Oh my god, fucking really?
Boat murdered? Yeah.
Boat murdered?
Boat murdered. In all of my campaigns, I make boat murdered references in the dwarven areas. No one ever gets them. I'm glad that you picked it up, though.
But if you haven't read Boat Murdered, Google
oh my
it.
god.
It is just...
Boat Murder and Bronze Murder are both fucking amazing.
The premise is like a forum of people play a year each of a single
succession
save
game.
of Dwarf Fortress. And it is fucking epic. It is fantastic.
So here's the thing. They start making switches for defense mechanisms that will like collapse bridges or cause the fort to begin spewing lava, but no one labeled any of the switches, so no one knows what any of the switches do. It's also
surrounded by incredibly violent and aggressive
elephants.
Like elephants.
The Elephant War is the best arc of that story.
They're bringing Dwarf Fortress to Steam. With
yes, I know. It's on my wish list. I can't wait for it to show up. I will fucking stream the shit out of it. It's gonna have Steam Workshop support.
Yep, and all the graphical stuff and everything. So,
but look, if you're playing Dwarf Fortress with that graphics, you fucked up. Speaking of fucking up,
yep.
As the doors open, they load you onto a platform, 3 platforms in a row, one for each wagon. It looks like it's some sort of steam-powered sidewalk way. So as you get on these 3 things, they begin moving along at like walking pace as your 3 wagons plus your wagon are all moved along at a walking pace, and you hear a hissing noise constantly. it's just carrying you under the mountain.
Nice.
Dury is just like, yep, that's dwarven engineering right here. That's why they don't let just anybody through here. You could steal our secrets, but me, I'm a trusted merchant. That's right. And she holds up her like emblem.
I like how she's just like saying this because she's a dwarf, I'm a dwarf, and all the laborers are dwarves too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So this is
It's
all
a
like
holy
stuff
dwarf.
that we know. It's just like, who are you talking to?
But you,
Like,
I mean, I didn't know that you knew all this stuff. You seem kind of clueless. You were just kind of looking around. I thought maybe you didn't know.
I mean, it's just I've seen it all before. I'm just kind of,
Oh.
I'm still like, I've got like, I haven't bathed. There's still probably blood on me.
Oh,
so I'm
well,
just
don't
like,
worry. We're going to get to Iron Fury Station in a few minutes.
I love the idea that she's just like, why are you looking around so much? It's like,
Whoa, wait, whoa. What was it? Roll that last bit back to me.
Iron Fury Station. It's the first station. It's where the last Iron Furies fell, holding against the Underdark. It's a very famous monument. All dwarves know about it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, shit. He doesn't.
It's like we're coming up on it right now. And you see it in Dwarven runes, it says Iron Fury Station, and then it says, here lies the last of the Iron Fury, Daedric who held the gate, and Bollock, son of Daedric, who held him as he died. And you see like a statue in between the outgoing and incoming rail areas of like a dwarf holding on to a slightly older looking dwarf, like crying out in rage, no! Some of the dwarves that are approaching, they all like bow their heads towards the statue and are like, good old Iron Furies. Truly a clan of great warriors. One day I hope we can be as cool as they were. Give our lives holding against the drow and the giant skeleton beast and the demons.
I'm like taking mental notes, just like you can't even form a good sentence because it's just, no content. All of a sudden, it's just like, what?
So as your
Agram under his breath, assholes.
as your three carts come to a stop, you notice that the hissing noises of the steam has gotten less loud. And there's an attendant who begins like repressurizing the boilers that are underneath your tram carts. And someone walks up to you and is like, greetings, friend. Is this your first time at Iron Fury Station? I am the tour guide here. I can take you to all of the sites. Would you like to see where the last Iron Fury fell?
Yes, I would.
Come with me. And he gestures towards a tunnel that begins heading down into the earth. As you go down that way, you can see that there's like a dwarf wearing one of the wizard hats and robes, and he's like, whoosh, whoosh, and you start hearing noises like, ah, ooh, and then you hear like the sounds of battle, and you can tell that he's using illusion magic to like recreate the last sounds of battle. And then it begins playing like harp music and a choir of dwarves going, oh, as you see in slow motion illusion of a dwarf like fighting a half dozen drow who are all sharp-fanged teeth with 6 scimitars dripping with poison, and he's just blocking all of them. As he goes down, his son leaps over them, smashes them with the hammer, and then electricity waves over all the drow. They're all pushed back, and he goes, father, no! And the guy goes, Bellic, my son, we die here together, the last of the Iron Fury. Hold the line. And he slams his fist into the ground, and some rubble falls, closing the tunnel. Because the tour guide is literally bawling tears. He's just like, I do this 3 times a day, but it always gets me. It's so beautiful. The sacrifice of father and son together defending the dwarven kingdoms. Truly, the Prefectory would not be the same without them.
Agram's just kind of thinking to himself, he's like, I assume the family crest is probably somewhere because he has a tattoo of that fucking thing. And he can't see it, but he knows he's got it. It's like thinking, he's like,
oh yeah, there's Iron Fury crest everywhere in this place.
Like,
he's like, would you like to go to the gift shop? All proceeds go to the Belgone Prefectory. In the name of the Iron Fury, they are donated towards all dwarves.
Is there like a
for the greater good? He like grabs you by the shoulders. For the greater good.
Is there like a kind of like the Vietnam Memorial? Is there like a wall, like the list of everybody that fell?
There's the statue of the son and the father, and there is a list of the Iron Fury who fell in the final battle. But the list of all of the Iron Fury who ever lived would be too long to fit on the wall.
Yeah.
Why? What are you looking for?
I mean, I'm just curious if there was like a list of.
There are over 200 Iron Fury fell in the final battle. As you walk over to the Daedric Memorial.
And what was it? Is there a date for when that battle took place?
That battle took place 83 years ago.
Okay. I'm just trying to do some time travel bullshit in my head.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just taking it all in while we're waiting for this boiler to repressurize. Just kind of taking it back. This is all stuff that because he was away from all this doing the because the Ranger's deep underground, so he had no idea any of this was taking place or would have taken place, I guess.
As you step back onto the tram, we get a side cut of Kelly looking out over the valley as the first light of day peeks over the mountain. You guys wake up in underneath the mountain on your normal stone slabs with all of your gear, and Finley and Daka
Why didn't
too.
they attack? God damn it! Why didn't they attack?
And I have great news: everybody gets 400 experience points.
Yay!
Yeah. Is that enough?
I
Actually,
don't know.
No, it's nowhere near. I'm at 4404 of 6400.
2030 something away.
4454. How much did you say? 400 and what?
Just 400.
Just 400. Okay.
So us normal boys are at 4404.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so we've got the delayed reviving now. I'd hate to see what happens if we all died.
The Doom of Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Friends, countrymen, Romans, lend me your outros. Dave, let's begin with you.
Yo, what up? How's everyone doing?
It's your boy, Henley, 420 Blaze
It's your boy, Skinny Penis. No. Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't thrown your booty into the circle just yet, now's a good time to do it. Did you know that if you have a Twitch Prime subscription, you have a free subscription to your favorite streamer, which happens to be APGamingREAL. So you should definitely.
I'm not very many people's favorite streamer. Don't mind them.
Yeah. So if you enjoy these sorts of content, Arthur has a lot of stuff on his YouTube channel as well. But for me, I'm now an occasional streamer. I stream occasionally. When the mood strikes, when I'm not dead tired from doing my day-to-day job. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Henley, or if you're interested in all the cool booty bumps that I used to do, heading over to youtube.com/Henley to check out the 4,000 something hours of all the role-playing games that I have starring all of these lovely men at some point or another.
Why do I have to lie to them? I wouldn't call myself lovely.
Come on.
Poorly groomed?
Night City was a glorious time to be
Night
alive.
City was a time.
Yes.
I wouldn't
Glorious
say.
time. Well, I mean,
I'm
you say
literally
that,
never going to forget in the first episode being like, you know what? That's the first NPC you named. He made fun of me. I'm just going to fucking go kill him, and maybe I'll kill his wife. And then 6 episodes down the line, you're like, hey, remember that job you didn't do in the first episode? I was like, wasn't the first episode killing that guy who insulted me? And you were like, no, you had a fucking job. I was like, shit, I can't believe we got so sidetracked killing that guy and his whole family.
Yeah, Arthur was like, hey, can I play a corporate executive? I'm like, yes, you can. And then I give him corporate executive style jobs, and he's just like, what if I murder a dude?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I murdered most of the company before the end of that game.
Yeah,
They were literally like, we're super incompetent and we're going to tell you what to do. And I was just like,
HR had to work overtime to fill replacements.
Yeah, but don't forget about HR. Just feel bad for the poor mechanic that had to scrape people off the bottom of your flying fucking Cadillac.
There's no scraping involved. It's a gentle scrub with a high
pressure washers.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like that particular game, I think now has just hit 50,000 views on the first episode, so
my
that's
God.
pretty nutted.
That's bigly views, man.
Yeah. So
That's like some Sid
people
Alpha
like
level.
that shit. Yeah, people like that shit. So yeah, that's me.
Wasn't there a dude who
Yeah.
turned his dick into a gun?
Yes, that was Vultures.
Oh yeah,
That was
Eric,
after my time.
yeah.
And he now works over at Discord. He used to be a Twitch employee. That was with Bikeman and
Fucking Bike Man and the lamp, man. That fucking lamp. I remember.
I learned a lot of patience GMing those guys.
Oh yeah, that was my introduction to Dave. Is that fucking campaign?
Oh, Jesus. I made those men cry though, so I feel pretty good.
It was funny as shit. Like, it was hilarious.
Yeah, I put out some real tear jerkers in that game. So yeah.
Was it that was the start of Madam Badonkadunks Pussy Emporium, right?
You know what?
Wow.
Daka, let's just go ahead and do your Drumurboy outro.
I don't know if I can top that.
Yeah, I did. Don't.
Cyberpunk is a good time, people. It really is.
I'm Drumurboy. You can find me streaming on the weekends on my channel, twitch.tv/Drumurboy. I'm going to be starting BioShock this weekend because I made the graphics. I did the thing. You can also find my music on places like Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, Google Play Music. If you talk to one of your robotic, either your cell phone voice or if you have like one of those fancy hostess things and you look for Drumurboy's music, you could probably play it.
Hold on to your butts. Okay, Google.
No, don't do. Oh my God, Dave, don't do
Play
that.
Drumurboy.
Oh my God, you realize anyone listening to this?
Suddenly my analytics for Google just goes.
That's what you get for not wearing headphones. Barbarians.
Yeah, the barbarians are the people that say shit like that.
Xbox,
Worst.
turn off.
No, don't. Why would you?
Xbox, go home. You're drunk. Anyway,
Lights off.
I apologize. I know. Stop doing that. No.
Yeah.
No,
But
you guys are bad. You're bad. You're bad
Yes,
cast
I am.
members.
I'm
you're
a fucking terrible
bad.
human
Stop.
being. I agree with you.
yeah, but we
Drummer
got
boy,
some-
when you're not abusing social media analytics, what do you do?
just make music and sound effects. But this session was really cool because we finally got to see a little bit of Agram's backstory. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like me and Kelly have kind of been like, we are from, and this is our backstory. But
Yeah, Waybe's been saying that he's wanted to do some more Ikram stuff for a while.
I've been trying to do Finley and Agram forever, and every time I do, they're both like, "I'm Finley Longbottom. I'm a trickster," and Agram's just like, "I don't talk. I just stab people with a sword." Stuff.
That's right.
I mean, he's 3 days from retirement.
until he went babyface, that was
They
fun.
pull me back
Oh
in.
God, the baby face they do. They put me back in. Oh my God. Save a president.
They call me Agram Shiny Chin.
No one
Keep
would
your eye
call them
on nerderdie.com though, because I'm gonna have a free update to the robotic voice pack that I made a few months ago. So
that. And that Predator thing has been working
Yeah.
for me. I like it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
go check those out.
You know, speaking of things I like, let's talk to Spootnik 71.
Oh, well, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm Spootnik 71. You can follow me in all the places. I always say I might stream, but I never do, except for this lovely show. Thanks for joining us.
Speaking of someone who we're glad joined us, let's talk to Atomikspoon.
Well, don't get ahead of yourselves. What's up, guys? I'm Atomikspoon. Stream games occasionally, mostly Warcraft occasionally. Been playing a lot of Division. Now that we're all close to 30, we should all be probably playing together, so I'm sure there'll be some streams of that coming sometime soon. But yeah, Atomikspoon on Twitch and the Atomikspoon on Twitter. It's fun. We got some Akram stuff going, so it's fun. So
I can't wait to see what storyline you guys follow next week.
Oh yeah, no, it'll definitely be interesting because we got to have a talk. We got to.
No, I mean that seriously. Like, let me know what you're doing next week so I can prepare some content.
All right.
Man, we can talk about that now.
No, but we're going to talk about.
Continue this one, but we are more prepared because we know exactly where they're going.
Now
So
you're super prepared.
it could set up an ambush on them.
Well, I mean, once Finley gives us the 411 on what actually happened, we can potentially team up with those
Military convoy.
military convoy and also do the salt stuff at the same time, potentially.
Just do one big convoy.
You go to the salt people and you're like, look, we have to ride out early to join the military convoy to secretly ambush people, but we also want to sign up to be guards so we can double dip real quick. It's called contract work. Don't worry about it. Just wait for us to show up.
It's called efficiency.
Speaking of efficiency, it's me, your boy, APGamingREAL. I may pretend.
A stands for efficiency.
Ass efficiency.
There you go.
That's it. I'm done.
Subscribe with Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime.
That's just, I got nothing. Can I get this thing to work? Is it going to work this time? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Finley renames his double dagger setup to Twitch and Prime.
Oh shit.
Twitch Prime sends its regards.
I don't think that worked. Anyway.
It worked.
Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.